Don't stop. Don't stop. Sometimes it feels like nobody's watching. Don't stop. Keep on posting no matter what. Keep on recording no matter what. Your life means something, not only to you, but to other people who need to hear your story. Don't stop. Today, I was talking to a friend and I was a little bit discouraged because he said he was going to throw in the towel on a lot of his endeavors that he had invested so much time, energy, and finances into. It didn't discourage me from stopping what I'm doing, but I was kind of sad that I was not able to help him see his worth. He is very talented, very intelligent, and very capable. But because things that are surrounding his family and his marriage or whatever, he had to stop. He feels that he has to stop doing those other things that were bringing him so much joy, and not only that, but other people too. I felt sad because not only did he not see his worth, but in my opinion, he was around a lot of other people who did not appreciate his worth either. He's got a 9 to 5. He's doing his thing. He's being the parent, being the dad, and doing everything he's supposed to be doing on that front. But he is miserable. And one of the only things that I felt, and he felt too, that brought him joy was beginning to post on YouTube and share some of his life with the people. And believe me, this guy was getting decent numbers. And he, in my opinion, I'm pretty sure he was on his way to monetization. I mean, he was really pulling in some numbers on viewers and watch hours. And he wasn't having to spend a whole lot of time doing it either. He would do it during his lunchtime like I usually do. But I think the attention that he got from other people caused like a kind of a rift in his marriage or what. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm not privy to all of that. But I tried to encourage him to keep going, but not at the risk of tearing up his family. I don't want to come between his children, his wife, or anything like that, because I says, whatever is important, remember that your family comes first on that situation. When it becomes social media or your family's coming first. So he didn't delete his channel or anything like that. He stopped posting. And another thing that brought him joy was being a musician, and he doesn't do that anymore. So there's not that much creativity in his life right now. And what I want to encourage you today is what I feel bad because I couldn't really change his situation, and I can't change your situation either. But I can only encourage you to keep on going. And one of the reasons why I say keep going is because, first of all, I believe that it is very good for the mind and the soul to have some kind of release. A lot of people find this very therapeutic. I'm one of them. And I know a lot of creators who do find it very therapeutic to do something like this. So I want to encourage you, if you have an outlet that helps you. This helps you to be that creative person that you are, that you're meant to be. Keep on going. Go with it. It helps to free your mind when you can express yourself. It doesn't have to be verbally, but for me, it's verbally. I like to talk and encourage people. It helps to free your mind when you can have a creative outlet. And I believe this platform provides you to have that creative outlet. I'm here working in my studio right now, and it's almost done. I'm nearing completion right now. But I tell you, I wouldn't be honest with you if I hadn't told you that there are days, and there were days, that I felt like quitting, that I felt like just stopping the whole thing. When you are on a mission, understand that there will be days of loneliness. There will be days of tiredness. There will be days that make you doubt your reason for even beginning. So sometimes on those cold days when I stood out here waiting for the space heater to warm this place up, I would ask myself, is this worth it? It's going to be worth it. Will it pay off? Will it help me be the creator that I love to be? Will it help me in my music? Will it help me in my hobby, my hobbies that I have? This space, will it be therapeutic for me? And you know what? I counted up the cost. And I believe, yes, that it is worth it because of that benefit of being able to creatively release myself, to be able to creatively have an output, an outlet that I can express what I do and what I love to do. So I encourage you today, don't stop. Point number 2, you don't have to be perfect. I want to let you know that you don't have to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect. If you try to be perfect, you will drive yourself crazy. If you try to dot every I, cross every T, make every edit perfect, make every transition seamless, you will drive yourself nuts. So the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of times we get in our own way. We live in a society where perfectionism is awarded and rewarded, congratulated and appreciated. And a lot of times creativity gets pushed to the side. Don't stop. You don't have to be perfect. Even when we were little, sometimes we were taught that you have to be perfect. Everything has to be just right. And everything has to be just in a certain spot, especially in the age where I grew up in. Even practices, people expected practices to be perfect. You had to be in a situation where everything was already right, even when you practiced. And during the age in which I grew up in, that's just how things were. That's just how society was. And I'm not sure exactly how it is today. And I mean, I'm sure that people, we still have the model figures and the Hollywood types, but it's so funny to watch some of these Hollywood people be anti-Hollywood. You know what I mean? Today, as a matter of fact, I think today, no, it's tomorrow. the Oscars will be aired. So there you'll see Hollywood at its very best. And a lot of the dresses will be perfect, and a lot of the suits will be tailored to a T. Hair, not us, the hairdos, not a single hair out of place. But that's Hollywood. And sometimes we believe Hollywood. I want you to know something. When you push that record button on your phone, even if you haven't done it yet, if you do it for the first time even, I want you to give yourself permission to be imperfect. Okay? So don't worry about perfectionism. Don't worry about how everything will be. Because a lot of times when you try to be perfect, who can relate to perfect, really? I mean, who can relate to being perfect? Not many people. The catchword today and the catchphrase or whatever these days is being authentic. Back when I was in my early 20s, I guess late 20s or whatever. Well, at some point in the game, somebody decided to use that phrase, keeping it real. Remember that? Keeping it real. So keeping it real has kind of graduated to being authentic. So let's be authentic. Don't worry about it. You can be perfectly imperfect. How about that? Perfectly imperfect. You don't have to worry about everything being in place. If you don't have the right camera, so what? What have you got in your hand? Probably telephone, right? Use your telephone. Use your telephone. Use a record button. Use the camera on your telephone to record and upload your video. These days, you don't even need a computer to upload to YouTube or to a lot of these other platforms. So don't worry about all of the perfectionism. Give yourself permission to be perfectly imperfect. Okay? Don't worry about what these other creators who have been on YouTube for decades. They've got it down to a science. If you're like me, you're kind of just starting out. And I've decided to just go ahead and post, whether I feel like it or not. I'm just coming down off a bout of influenza A and definitely do not feel like posting. But I promised myself that I would do it. I made a promise to myself that I would not give up on myself, that I would not give up on myself. I promised myself that I would try to add some value to people's lives, that I would try to help people, that I would try to motivate people, because that's who I am and that's what I am. I'm a motivator. I sit sometimes at work and I hear people who say that they are out of control or that they have nothing in their lives that they can enjoy except for work and then going home and watching Netflix or something for the rest of the day and then coming back to work again. Life can be that way if you want, but it doesn't have to be that way. You have choices. You have choices in life. If we give ourselves the permission to make mistakes, I believe we'd live a happier life. If we gave ourselves permission not to be perfect, I believe we'd live a happier life. Everything doesn't have to be, I don't know what it is these days, but Instagram perfect. Everything doesn't have to be that way. You can have your own sense of fashion. You can have your own flow. You can have your own faults. Own them. They're yours. And if you want to change them, change them. If you, and the reason I'm saying give yourself that permission to be perfectly imperfect is because when you first start YouTube, you're not going to be perfect. How many creators waited days, weeks, months, and years to post their first video? How many days, weeks, months, and years have you waited and you still haven't posted? Give yourself permission to post, but give yourself permission to be imperfect. It's not going to be perfect the first time, but as you go, and as I go, things will fall in place to have a routine to where I can maybe be more polished, where I can have more fluidity in my conversation, to where I could have more professionalism in my editing. But I'm not there right now, and I know I'm not. I'm not even going to pretend. This is why I'm posting today. This is why I post every day, so that I could try to get better and better at motivating you. And in doing so, I motivate myself. I tell you, nothing's better than helping somebody else. When you help other people, it just gives you a little more meaning, doesn't it? It brings a sense of community. And that's my third point right there. Community. You bring community when you post. When you don't stop posting, people can see that there's somebody there. Hey, they're kind of like me. They're going through the same struggles and trials and you know, whatever that I go through. And maybe in doing so, people, you will encourage somebody when you begin to post. Somebody is going through what you're going through. Somebody needs to hear what you're going through. Somebody needs to know and be shown that they are not alone. And in this, we build a community. And by doing this, we encourage each other. If you see somebody that is posting something you like these days, you see an up and coming creator, get yourself in the comments section. You have the power to encourage them. You have the power to bring a good word to them. You have a power to help them get through the next day. So get yourself in the comment sections of some of these people that you've been watching and let them know that you hear them. Let them know that you see them. And let them know that you're pulling for them. We're building a community here. And let's go beyond the borders of hatred. Let's not be that society that just tears down. Let's not be that part of society that tries to break a person. Let's help people. Even if it's somebody that I don't know why you despise any celebrity or singer or something like that. But if you feel led to say something bad, why don't you double take, step back for a moment and say something positive? Because I tell you, in today's society, there seems to be a lot more people who feel free for some reason or other to try to spit venom on people, who try to tear somebody down. You know, I don't know any celebrities personally, but why would I waste my time on scrolling to their whatever their page is, only to put something very mean-spirited and just dirty on their page? Why would I do that? And I don't understand why people do that. I mean, maybe they don't have attention at home. Maybe they don't get the attention they need, and they get behind the keyboard and just get the attention they want that way. But here on this channel, on this platform, can we encourage each other to keep going? Can we encourage each other, even if we give, some constructive criticism? We'll take that. I'll take that. Give me constructive criticism. I need that. But to try to tear somebody down because of the way they look, or the way they talk, or the way they sing, or the way they cook. Why? Let's be a community of encouragers. Let's be a community of builders of relationships. Let us be a community of people who join together, who can learn from each other, who can teach each other, and I'm not talking about kumbaya moments or whatever, but maybe so. But can't we come together and help each other? Because I'm new at this. There are a lot of you out there who are new at this. And somebody has tried to discourage you to stop posting, or stop posting the way you do, or stop talking the way you do. Some people told you that you talk too much this or too much that. Be yourself. Be authentic. I would hope that you would subscribe, because I hope that I'm giving you some value. I hope that I'm giving you a message of hope and encouragement. I would hope that you subscribe, or that you push the like button. That's my hope. I hope that I can grow this channel into something that can lift people up. I hope that I can grow this channel into something that can be a positive force in this world. That's my hope. I call myself Walt the Motivator, and I want to motivate you to be the best you that you can be in real life and on social media. You don't have to stop just because somebody doesn't like you. You don't have to stop just because somebody said something mean. You don't have to stop even because you got in your own way. You don't have to stop because you seem a little cringy to yourself. Listen, give yourself permission to post the videos, even if they are bad, even if they aren't edited the way you want them to be. Give yourself permission to keep posting. Keep posting. When it's raining, keep posting. When the sun is shining, keep posting. When you're happy, keep posting. When you're sad, keep posting. Your life is the algorithm. Your life is the title. Your life is the description. Come on, let's hear about it. Let's talk about it. Let's be about it. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Oh, you still here? Okay, since you're here, I got a little extra credit for you. If you would do this, find 3 people's channels. It doesn't even have to be mine. You probably just keep going on mine. I don't mind. But find 3 people's channels and in their comments section, tell them, don't stop posting. Okay? Can you do that? 3 channels that you like, 3 channels that maybe, especially if they're newer creators, give them a message in their comment section that says, don't stop posting. 3 of them. Can you do that? 3 of them. Thank you very much. Goodbye, y'all.